One sunny afternoon, Mia decided to make donuts in her kitchen. It seemed like a fun idea to her, so she got all the ingredients ready. She mixed flour, sugar, and milk in a big bowl. Then she started looking for the eggs. Her mom had told her to use eggs in the recipe, but where were they? Mia looked under the cereal boxes in the pantry. They weren't there. So she checked inside the fridge. No luck. Finally, she saw a carton of eggs on top of the fridge. Got it, she said happily. But as she reached for the eggs, her hand slipped and the carton fell on the floor. The eggs cracked and spilled. Oh no! I ruined it. Mia sighed. All the flour and sugar on the counter seemed to mock her with their sugary smiles. Just then, her mom came into the kitchen. She saw the mess on the floor and the sad look on Mia's face. She knelt down next to her daughter and said, "Mistakes happen, sweetie. The important thing is to learn and keep going." Encouraged by her mom's words, Mia felt a little better. She knew her mom was right. Making mistakes was part of learning how to cook. It was just really disappointing when those mistakes were made with donuts, especially when it was for the donut decorating contest at the school bake sale. Mia really wanted to win the blue ribbon this year, so with a deep breath, Mia got to work. She cleaned up the spilled egg with a sponge and started measuring out the ingredients again. She carefully cracked each egg on the counter, one by one, making sure they wouldn't fall on the floor. She slowly stirred the batter, thinking about what her mom had said. Mistakes happen, yes. But it wasn't the mistakes that mattered. It was how you handled them. Mia had a small smile on her face now. She liked her mom's positive attitude. After the batter was smooth and even, Mia turned on the stove and started frying the donuts. Soon, the kitchen was filled with the delicious smell of warm donuts. Mia couldn't help but lick her lips. They smelled so good. She rolled the fried dough into little balls and then she rolled the balls out with a rolling pin until they were flat. She cut out donut shapes using a cookie cutter. Then she rolled the dough out again to make sure it was even. Mia put the donuts on a baking sheet and sprinkled some sugar on top. She put the baking sheet in the oven and waited for the timer to go off. While the donuts baked, Mia thought about all the different toppings she could use. She wanted to decorate the donuts with sprinkles, chocolate chips, nuts, and maybe even some fruit. As the timer went off, Mia took the donuts out of the oven and let them cool down. She knew that if she tried to decorate them while they were still hot, the icing would just melt. But now they were perfect. Mia carefully spread icing on top of the donuts. She used a spoon to make sure it was even. Then she sprinkled the colorful sprinkles on top. Some donuts got chocolate chips and some got nuts. And a few even had fresh strawberries on top. Mia made sure to decorate them however she could. When the doorbell rang, Mia knew it was her friends. They were coming over to help decorate more donuts. Together, they giggled and talked while they decorated the sweet treats. Soon, they had made so many delicious donuts, they had to bring some to the neighbors. As the girls walked from house to house, they felt proud. They had made over a dozen donuts. And they all looked so good. Finally, it was time for the donut decorating contest at the bake sale. Mia and her friends lined up there. Donuts on the table. There were so many beautiful donuts, and it was hard for Mia to choose a favorite. When the judges came over, Mia felt nervous. She hoped they would like her donuts as much as she did. After the judging was finished, Mia didn't hear her name over the loudspeaker. She looked at her friends, and they all had the same disappointed look on their faces. But then Mia's mom squeezed her shoulder and said, "Remember what I told you, sweetie, the mistakes aren't the important part. What matters is that you learned something new today." Mia thought about all the mistakes she had made, all the times she had given up, and all the times she had learned from her mistakes. She realized that her mom was right. Even though she hadn't won the blue ribbon, she had learned something much more important. Mistakes happen to all of us, but it's our attitude that matters most. And maybe, just maybe, next year's donuts would be even better.